Here we are again, the Tipsy Realtor. Hello, I am so
Hello, hello.
excited. We are finally getting into spring,
Oh,
some nice
it's-
weather.
Well, at least it looks nice. It's not super warm, but it looks
It's getting
beautiful.
better.
Hands out, beautiful drink for today. It's what is it? I would say it's a classic patio drink.
It is a classic
Yes.
patio drink. And what's great about this drink is, although it is an absolute hot mess of a drink, it's super tasty. You can actually make it in bulk. So if you do
Yeah.
have a bunch of friends and family coming over, you can make a big, huge pitcher of this and serve it to people.
Yeah.
It is
Just
actually
on
my
ice,
go-to summer drink for my friends.
Yeah.
Making a bunch of Long Island iced teas in a pitcher, and then everyone's serving themselves. Of course,
Yeah.
making sure the kids don't get access to it.
Exactly, because it does look like an iced tea. It's not. Like, I actually had no idea what ingredients were in iced tea. I thought it was iced tea with vodka, to be honest. That was my idea. But now I'm looking at this entourage of bottle.
It is. So basically, the best thing about a Long Island iced tea that makes it such an easy drink is it's all the 5 white liquors and all equal ounces
And
of
there is no
everything.
iced tea in it.
No, not at all. So we actually have a hurricane glass with ice.
Yeah.
You technically can put it in
Any
a tall
glass.
glass, like any
tall
kind of
glass,
cocktail
yeah.
glass that you guys want to put yours in, but we're using a hurricane glass today. So we're going to start with our rum.
White rum.
Sorry.
Oh, you got the ingredients there.
There we go.
You might need to follow those ones.
So
Okay,
we're
white
gonna use
rum.
white rum.
Oh, okay, 1 ounce. Okay.
We're using 1 ounce. You can do 3/4 of an ounce. That's what the recipe has here.
Well, we're getting our liquid lunch in, so let's do it. How
There
much
you
is
go.
that? Another
1
ounce?
ounce. Everything is an ounce. So
Oh my god.
an ounce or 3/4 of an ounce or half an ounce, depending on how strong it is. So this is what's great.
Tequila?
Yeah, it's whatever you want to put into it is what you put into it at that measurement. But everything is
gin?
always equal. So now we're on to the gin. From
So
the
we got the
tequila,
rum, vodka, tequila,
all the way.
gin. Oh my god.
I know. Look how much
I didn't even
alcohol
look.
is
I
in
just
this.
looked at the bottles and now I'm scared to drink it.
It is a lot.
I used it. Okay, triple stack. Okay.
Triple stack.
Okay, awesome.
Now, 1 ounce of lemon juice.
Lemon juice. You know, if you do fresh lemon juice, it's always tastes better.
And then it's supposed to be a splash of
Coke. Okay.
So the Coke is in to give it that kind of tan
hue. That right brown color that I see actually
looks like.
Yeah, looks like.
And stir.
Yeah, and of course.
And then of course you can depend. Like you can make yours as dark or as light depending on how you
and I have mine
want
made
yours.
here.
There you go. Iced tea.
Look at those.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now we need
It's like an English breakfast right here.
It gets quite strong. This is why, like, depending on how you dial in the alcohol or not.
More lime because I like mine extra limey.
So actually, a really cool way if you want to give this drink a different kind of taste to it, we do it sometimes
you can
with
do some like
peach vodka. Raspberry vodka.
Oh yeah.
So you can use flavored vodkas or flavored rums or flavored gins.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, we have a pear gin that you could do, give it a perry taste and
the
stuff like that.
Equinox?
Yeah. So you can do all of that to give it kind of a flavored.
No, it tastes good. This is delicious.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like
it's just a lot of alcohol. So
I didn't realize there's so much alcohol in there.
Yes, that's why they hit you so hard.
Oh, yeah. I just thought because you drink there so much because they're easy going. Like, you know, vodka and iced tea.
Absolutely.
Silly Anna.
So here we are now, and we're going to talk about lifestyle. So
buying a house for your lifestyle. Because a lot of people kind of talk about in terms of like what kind of kitchen we want. Although, yes, like we entertain or don't entertain. There's a lot of those things, how we utilize the house for our lifestyle. But in terms of people thinking location and what's in the house, it's not only what we need to know as people. We need to consider who we're buying it for. Is it just me and my partner? Or is it just me? Or is it my family? Do I have 2 children or 6 children, dogs and cats, right? Because not, for example, condominium versus the detached home.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt you for a second. We're getting comments that it's a very robotic, echoey sound. Has everyone started being able to hear us clearly? If you can let us know, I'd appreciate it. I don't know. Well, echoey means it's not close enough.
Oh, hello? Can you hear me now?
Okay. We'll keep going. So, Absolutely. You do have to worry about what those lifestyle choices are, and you have to consider that. So, like you said, size. Size does matter. Do you need a big house? Do you need a small house? What is your lifestyle need?
I heard this many times from my clients saying, and I will want 1,800 square feet. We consider 22, but no more because like cleaning will be crazy. The more rooms you have, the more square footage you have to cover. That's a lot of cleaning. But you do want to make sure that everybody gets a room, especially if you have many children.
Absolutely.
And if you work from home still.
Well, and during COVID, actually, speaking of lifestyles, a lot of people realized that their lifestyle required a bigger home because during COVID, they realized either they had too much space or not enough because everyone was locked inside the house together. So, what is the lifestyle you're looking for? Here's my other question I always ask people. Are you outdoorsy? Are you an outdoorsy person? You hang out in your backyard all the time? Are you those people that barbecue, that live on your deck in the summertime? Or are you the people that are just so busy that your backyard is like not really used?
Nice to have. You're there maybe once in a while on the most beautiful days, maybe one on the weekend or something, right?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure also like your backyard, then you have some, it's easy maintenance, right? With no like huge gardens to take care of. Or if you buy in a condominium, your snow is shoveled, your trees are pruned, the grass is cut, and all that kind of stuff is nice, right? Convenience.
Exactly. Then you start thinking about, okay, well, what do I do on my outdoor activities? Am I the kind of person that runs to the mountains every weekend? Well, you want to have great access then to the mountains to make sure that you are being able to get to the mountains every weekend.
It's not fun driving through Calgary if you live in the south of Calgary. Well, right now with the ring road, actually, it's so much better. Oh my God, I love that ring road that is opened up. But before you had to literally cross the Calgary to exit, either go to Edmonton or go to Banff. Yeah. And that's additional like 30 to 40 minutes of your drive.
Yeah. And then also too is, do you want your kids to walk to school? That's a lifestyle choice. Do you want to be in a community full of children? Then don't pick a community that has a ton of schools in it, because I assure you, if there's schools in the community, there's a high probability that there will be lots of children in the community.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, for example, like my personal experience, I love the lake lifestyle. Yeah. And I lived around the lake now for, I want to say, since 2008, basically, because that was my first house in the lake community in Auburn Bay. We lived there for 6 years now. We live on the lake in Chestermere. And Chestermere kind of like hits a lot of different vibes, like small town feel, a little bit closer community, close to Calgary, just 20-minute drive, but still away. And being on the lake is a lot of fun. Like, you get activities in the summer, obviously, like boating. You can go swimming in there, hanging out, all the fun stuff, right? But then people say like, oh, this is so great. I want to live on the lake. I was like, do you know how much work comes with the lake? You clean weeds. You have to cut the weeds during the summer. You have to cut the weeds in the winter because if you have invasive species, you have to cut them out. You have to clean the lake. We're just getting the water back to the summer levels. So we're fishing out all the garbage that is flowing in. And dock maintenance, boat launch maintenance, all those things. It's insane.
It's just like the people that love the acreage lifestyle, but they don't realize it's not municipal water. You have septic systems and septic fields and wells that have to be taken care of. And again, that is that additional maintenance that you need to understand before going in and considering an acreage lifestyle.
And also, like, you can't just go mow the lawn. You have to have a little tractor. Yeah. So it's hours of tractoring, and it seems like it's fun when you're driving with maybe with a beer once in a while, like how they do it. But you have to keep it up because with acreage lifestyle, you can get rodents. Yeah. You have to have a lot of wildlife there. So you wanted to make sure that your lawn is also maintained, especially close to the house.
Absolutely. So those are some of the things. Now, when you're thinking about two other locations is you have to think about densification when it comes to your lifestyle. Do you want to live in a community where there is a high amount of people living in that community? And that can come in all parts of Calgary. It can come downtown, and it can come in some suburbs because it just happens to be a suburb that has high densification. Do you want to live close to condos? Do you use this city transit? And if you do use city transit, then do you want to jump on city transit and have easy access to it? Those are all things.
Yeah, surprisingly, not everybody drives, right? Like still a lot of people either feel uncomfortable sometimes driving in the winter. I still have those clients. I was like, I drive, but not in the winter. So I need something that close to go get my groceries and like shopping done, right? So that's the conveniences of just everyday living.
Yeah, and walkability. So for me, it was funny. We were talking to some clients the other day, and I was asking them because he said he's a biker. And I said, well, are you a mountain biker or a road biker? Because those are two different kinds of bikers. As someone who is a biker, I said, I'm a road biker, which means I like paved and I like flat.
Yeah,
and I like
that's
down
me.
paved and flat. But if you're a mountain biker, well, then you may want to be closer to places like COP or Nose Hill or something like that, because or even Fish Creek Park.
Yes.
Because those are great for mountain bikers, things to consider.
Yeah, and it's gonna kind of close, like you don't have to drive out of the city. You can find those pockets of that particular activities in the city. You just have to live close by to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So those are all the things that you have to consider when you're buying a house. But you know what? When you have great realtors like me and Anna, we're going to sit down with you and we're going to ask you all those questions. We're going to make sure that you've considered all these things. If you're new to Calgary and have never lived here before, we're going to be the ones that are going to make sure that based on everything you tell us about your lifestyle and your budget, because that does have a limitation as well, that we're going to try and find you the best house that suits you based on all of your activities. Another thing too is actually friends and family. Where do your friends and family live? Because we have had people move to Calgary and they choose a house outside of where their friends and family live because it suits their lifestyle better. And then what they find is that they're too far away from their friends and family.
Yeah, the community does matter. And I have like clients even this year who sold and bought something else to be closer to the family, right? Because again, sometimes we think, oh, we need this particular home. You find that particular home, but it's actually is not close to your support group, so to speak, right?
Absolutely. That's actually a great way to put it. Support group.
Yeah, support group. And another thing we talked about just before the show, construction. There is a different way to, people like new homes. Yeah. And we work a lot with builders, especially myself, who've done redevelopment inner city or outskirts of Calgary. But it was always get excited. We're going to build something brand new. It's going to be spectacular and shiny, exactly how we want it. But they don't realize they're going to live in a new construction for a long time because their home is built, but everything around hasn't been, right? So they're going to be living in the noise, in the dust, constant traffic for trucks and things like that. And the dust from new construction, because you don't have mature trees, you don't have mature grass, so all that stuff. So you need to clean your furnace a little bit more, for example, things like that. Yeah. And renovations. Can you live in reno? So if you buy a home, let's say inner city Calgary, decide to make from old to make it new, that takes time and could be a big pain.
I always tell people, whatever you think, the length of time you think your renovation is going to take, double it. That's how long it's going to take. Whatever you think it's going to cost, add 10 to 30,000
minimum.
At minimum.
Yeah,
because it is always going to take longer. It is always going to cost more.
You're doing structural at 50.
Yeah. What I laughed at is like for us when we renoed our floors over COVID, because that's what everyone did, and our fireplace.
They look beautiful, by the way. Great choice.
But we were doing our floors, and we did our floors with no intent of doing our fireplace. And by the time we did our fireplace, and we did our floors, and that's always how it goes.
It's like you pick on something.
And it's just like more and more and more.
Yeah.
Unraveling the ball. Exactly. So thank you so much for joining us today. We've got the fun gift to give away that you get if you like and share our show.
So it's Alexa. This is Alexa.
An Echo show. Yeah, you're going to make her talk to you.
Yes, she will talk to you.
Alexa, stop.
Oh my God.
Alexa, stop. There, sorry.
Oops. Let's not name her name. Otherwise,
say Amazon.
Amazon, yes.
So she doesn't talk to you.
But it's great for making grocery list, leaving yourself alarms, like, time to take your vitamins. It says vitamins.
Vitamins.
Yes. Play music, making shopping list, get cocktail recipe, watch Tipsy Realtors, all kind of things on this. And this is our giveaway for April month. And today is our last show of the April.
It is. I can't believe we're coming up to May already.
It's technically such a long month, but it went so fast. I can't believe it. So it's your last week until next Wednesday. Love, share our videos on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn.
And every time you do, your name gets entered.
Yes, every time. So if you liked it from previous weeks, keep liking it, keep sharing, tagging your friends, all those things get you points to
This
enter
is
to
your
win this.
personal electronic assistant.
This is amazing. Everybody should have one. I want one. I don't have one. I don't know why. I just take one
I
from the box.
love Alexa.
Yeah.
You can actually do this. Let's see if you can see this in the show. Alexa, turn off kitchen lights. See?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's still good.
Well, thank you so much, guys. Oh, sorry, I haven't been doing this.
Yes.
I've been a bad girl.
I've been trying to like.
I know. I've been so focused on
And
you.
next week, so it's gonna be May 4th. How crazy is that gonna
That's
show?
why we picked the Darth Vader martini.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. We're doing a Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
Vader. I'll work on my accent. Martini. And we will be giving away this prize. How fun is that episode gonna be?
And we're going to talk about how lighting can affect your home. So that's going to be a really exciking one because we're going to
get the saber, the like whatever things.
Anna's going to come with a lightsaber.
Lights. We're talking about lights.
Exactly. So lighting and how it affects your home on May the 4th. Be there. But of course, most importantly, if you're looking at someone to help you buy or sell a home, have a friend, family, coworker, or neighbor who's looking at buying or selling their home, make sure that they call the realtors that you know you can trust and that will make sure that they have all the information that is in their best interest. That's myself and Anna Terranova. Call us on the screen. Look at our website. We thank you so much for joining us. And remember to like and share the show. And we'll see you.